Hey friends, so this is my very first, I don't know what we're going to call this. That's not what it's called, but I don't know what we're going to call this just yet. I wanted to say, I'm just thinking. I was just thinking. So I'm challenging you to help me come up with what I'm going to call this. On Fridays, of course, I drop new content all the time, whether it be music or messages or whatever. But I also want to be able to take moments and just to share thoughts or maybe answer some questions that you might have. I made a post the other day and it said that your peace is not for sale. I went between the idea of saying your peace is non-negotiable to your peace is not for sale, and basically stop negotiating it. And there was a line in there where I said, basically know your worth, pay full price. That line right there seemed to resonate with those who were interacting with the comment. And one had asked me to do go live. And I was really thinking about even this, like sharing different thoughts with you. At first, I was like, who cares what I think about anything? But I said, well, it's an opportunity for a real candid, really unscripted, so unscripted. I even put some notes down for this first time. I'll get better as I do it. As we find out what this is going to be called, like what is this, you know, Friday thoughts. We'll come back to that. So in the comment section, y'all tell me what you want this to be. But I wanted to unpack the thought about paying full price. Because it's not just about limited to just someone paying for your services, or even though it is you can go there as well. But I also think about those people who want your full attention, your full presence, your full friendship. And when it comes time to get that reciprocated, often the same price that you get, the same full investment that you made, that same investment is not made to you. And we could go on and on about the list of those different types of examples that you have and I have. But as it relates to those of you who have giftings, services, expertise in different areas, I've noticed often that people will travel far to and pay a lot to support who they don't know. When I say don't know, maybe we know them socially or know them from afar, but we don't know them from day-to-day interaction. But we will spend a lot or share a lot about those we don't know, and those that we do, we'll either look over or want their same experience that they can provide. Like maybe, they're not on the level of someone else or a big name as far as what we would say, but they're just as good, or might not have just had the break that somebody else had, or might not have the network that someone else has. And we'll like, have you ever seen, like, they're really good. I went and supported them. But those that we do know, we want their same services, but at a discounted price. Does that resonate with you? I mean, I'm trying to make this as broad as I can, but as also pointed as I can. And one of the thoughts that I wrote down to just share with you to unpack it a little bit more is, and people use this, and I hope that y'all are really resonating with this, but people will say oftentimes, those that have known you, that says, and I want to help you, you knew me when isn't a coupon code. I've been in music since I was 8 years old. At 8 or 9, I believe, I started playing the piano. I was over or helping to work with my first choir at probably 11, youth choir, but wasn't over them, but like singing, playing, stuff like that. I became like a director of the choir at my dad's church when I was 16. I've been doing what I do musically for a very long time. There have been, and now, I pastor and do many things. The number of times that someone has says, I knew you win, is usually laced with, you can let me in. Like, I gotta pay too for whatever it is that I could be doing. Or basically, because I know you, oftentimes, not all the time, but many times, because I know you, that gives me a pass to misuse you. And people don't intend to, but it's like I will respect who I don't know and undermine who I do. Because proximity to your growth doesn't entitle a discount. Like, you worked hard for what you do. Whether it's school, or whether it's just life, or you just have a skill you just developed, or it's been handed down to you from family, you just built it. Like it was just something that was in the house, and now you've made it a business. You worked for that. You've heard many no's to get a yes. And oftentimes, at least my other point is, when you discount, you are teaching people how to treat you. Like, let's get in the car and let's go down to Nashville and let's go pay VIP for whatever. I want to sit whatever. But then you have something, whatever it could be, or you do something, whatever it is. And then it's like, hey, you knew I knew you when you first started. Come on. Like, how, can you give me the low? To give you a discount on whatever it is that I worked for or you worked for, I'm just using this as examples, is to teach people how to treat you. Because when you drop your price, you're training people that your worth is negotiable. I'm going to say that again. When you drop your price, you are training people that your worth is negotiable. So when I say your piece is not for sale, it's not even just about an inner state of being, which it is, but it's also, you've gotten to a place in your life right now. Stop negotiating for people who are trying to use proximity as a coupon code. I'm sorry. Today's price is not yesterday's price. Now that I have your attention, have you subscribed to this channel? If you haven't done so, do me a favor right now and hit the subscribe button and make sure your notifications are on. I don't want you to miss anything at all. The next question I have for you, have you registered for Refuel? I had a few questions I wanted to get off my chest. Have you registered for Refuel? Because if you haven't done so, I need you to do so right now. I don't want you to miss it. It's going to be a great weekend designed with you in mind. I know what it's like to be a leader, a creative, a business leader, all of that, an educator, all those different things, artist, whatever I haven't listed, social worker, bus driver, whatever it is that you are, and you go and go and go and don't stop. I want to create a weekend. I have a weekend in mind just to make sure that you get fuel to be able to do it again and again and again. It's nothing like trying to do and be your best self and you're rusty. I want you to be there that weekend, because whether it's the sip and paint that we have on that Friday night with the DJ, just a great experience for you just to wind down and to enjoy fellowship with other people that are like-minded like you, or that Saturday, a time for others to pour into you so that you'll not just have tools, but you'll be able to say, hey, thank you for creating a space that I could be refueled. I want you to be there. And when you register, send a link to somebody else, because I'm sure you know someone else who's at that point that they need just a little bit more to help them go further. So don't miss it. I want to see you. I don't want you to hear about it and say, oh, I'll be there next year. Be there this year. I promise you. You'll be glad. So what do we do with that? It's not disrespectful for you to teach people how to treat you and how to respect you, and for you to believe when people show you differently. It is a very difficult thing. Please understand, especially as I have grown older and continue to grow up, not just grow older, but to continue to grow up, that we often desire others to be more than what they've shown us that they are. I just want you to stop negotiating what you paid full price for. So write down some stuff like, what am I constantly negotiating? Why do I feel like I have to? Where did I start that, people pleasing and diminishing and dimming my light to make sure people didn't think I have changed? Here's the truth. You have. And that's a good thing, because anything that's not changing is dying. So that is not a bad call when people say, you different. I am. I realize that there's some things I've been bargaining with you and friendships and circles and environments about, trying to put what I paid full price on discount. And I refuse to do that. I paid for this. Whether that's your peace, that peace is worth more than any opportunity that you can have. And for you to get to the point you finally have peace, you're like, now what I'm not going to do is allow you to come in and mess up what I finally have. So write down some non-negotiable things. Work on that. And maybe this will become more than just my story, more than just something to encourage you. Maybe it'll be your life that you'll say, finally, at this stage, at this point, stop apologizing. Stop negotiating. Because I paid for this. And I'm going to teach them how to. Because it's non-negotiable.